What's going on, guys? It's your boy, John Liquidator, coming back with another video. So it looked like Caitlin Clark had another situation at this game that is causing controversy, and her teammate, Aaliyah Boston, is stepping up to the plate with helping Caitlin Clark understand this is all a learning process. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever picked up a huge win yesterday over the Mystic. This is the third straight win and their fourth consecutive home win. And as of right now, Caitlin Clark and this Fever team is on fire. Now, the young WNBA team is heading on the road once again. They will be going to Atlanta and Chicago to take on the Sky. Now, we know both of these games is critical because as of right now, the Indiana Fever is definitely trying to make a playoff run. I mean, personally, I believe they're going to get there. Now, with all that being said, there was a situation that took place yesterday at the Washington Mystics game that is causing concerns among the fan base. It's being reported that the officiating crew for Wednesday night's Indiana Fever game in Washington Mystics arguably missed a blatant foul on rookie guard Caitlin Clark as she went for a layup. Clark taking hard fouls has been a talking point of the WNBA season, but this block from Mystics center Stephanie Dawson clearly smacked Clark's arm as she was going up for the basket. Rather than rule it a foul, the referee held the whistle and let the game continue, and that is what's causing fans and other sports people all over the country to speak out over this recent no call in regards to Caitlin Clark. Now, guys, this was a basketball play. I just want to start by saying that. With all that being said, let's roll the footage and see why everybody's mad.
Got a pretty good case. Got a pretty good case.
Well, it definitely was a foul judging from that angle there, but as of right now, the fans is furious over that no call. Now, with all that being said, Caitlin Clark opened up immensely yesterday about the win, and she spoke highly about her teammate, Aaliyah Boston. Well, during the time of the press conference, Aaliyah Boston stepped up to the plate and let Caitlin Clark know everything is going to be all right, and this is all a learning experience. Let's check out that footage.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple here and there. I think one was a set design where I kind of just assumed Aaliyah was going to be open, and I didn't even really look before I threw it. So I think just slowing down a little bit. Honestly, I'm trying to remember the other ones. Another one was to Aaliyah that was slowing out of bounds.
It's all right. Don't worry. Because here's the thing. Don't worry. Because, I mean, you look at Caitlin and you look at the way she passes the ball. And so sometimes things are going to happen that way. And that's okay because we're not going to let her hang her head. We're not going to hang our head off of any missed passes because we're still continuing to gel together. And we know that she's a great passer. And so if she thinks she can get that ball there, she's going to throw it. And if I miss it, then we're good. All right. Don't worry. We're good.
Thanks, AB.
That was Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston setting records straight about a situation that took place at the Mystics game yesterday. Moving on to another story. So it looked like WNBA star Kia Nurse opens up about Caitlin Clark in a recent interview she did with none other than NFL legend Keyshawn Johnson. With all that being said, let's roll the footage.
Before as a star coming out of UConn.
Yeah, honestly, it's about the people that are around you. And a lot of it is noise. And unfortunately, because we have cell phones now and everything is so easily accessible and information is so easily accessible to all of us, it's easy to get lost in what everybody else is saying and what the noise around you is. And for me, what I've found most helpful is to be able to create a close circle around me, knowing the people whose opinions matter to me and whether those opinions are good or bad. I need people in there that are going to tell me, good things. I need people in there that are going to keep it real with me and make sure that I hear the hard truths as well. But protecting your space is huge. And especially because there is so much kind of on her shoulders. And I think, she has to handle it in a quick span of time too. You don't even really get a lot of time to digest that. Your college career is done because then you get drafted, then you get thrown into WNBA. It's all these new narratives that are showing up. And so, protect your peace, protect your space, and have the people around you that are going to be there to hold on to you and help you in those moments that are more difficult, but also to celebrate you in those moments that are great. Because there'll be a lot of highs and lows, and the lows feel long, the highs feel short, but the highs are worth it in this league. To be able to do this, I tell people all the time, I run up and down a court for a living. Like, who gets to do that? As much as I don't want to run all the time, I love it. It's the best.
That was WNBA star Kia Nurse giving Caitlin Clark incredible advice. Moving on to another story. So it looked like Colin Coherd of FS1 just gave his best take ever on Caitlin Clark. Guys, I'm done talking. Let's get right into the footage.
Team evaluations. How much are WNBA teams worth? Not much. If you want to see the Caitlin Clark effect, here it is. Bad team, small market, and they are worth more, the Indiana Fever, than the Los Angeles Sparks, the Dallas, Atlanta, Washington teams, and almost equal to a team in Chicago. This is a bad team in a small market. I feel like I'm watching a little bit like when Tiger Woods, a little bit, came to the PGA Tour. Suddenly, within a year or two or three, all the purses, all the golf purses started to explode. It lifted all boats. But the difference is Bryce Harper to baseball, Tiger Woods to golf, let's say Conor McGregor to the UFC, they did not save those sports. Golf was making money. Baseball's always made a ton of money. Dana White and UFC were making money. It did, however, illuminate those sports to a greater level. More people watched. More people were interested. But the WNBA, since its inception in 1996, I think 97 was the first year they played, they've lost big money every year. The losses aren't as sizable last year and the previous 7 or 8 years, but they were like $10 million. Losing money. In fact, so much so that in 2018, teams moved to smaller arenas. In a city of 10 million people, New York, the Liberty, we're averaging 1,700 people a game. The WNBA Finals this past year got 700,000 viewers, about half of what the newly formed UFL championship game got. Caitlin Clark, to some degree, is saving the WNBA. This is not Conor McGregor. The UFC was ascending and profitable. This is not Bryce Harper to baseball. Teams in baseball are and remain flush with cash. This wasn't exactly Tiger Woods to golf. You still had legendary tournaments like the U.S. Open, the British Open, the Masters that people watch and coveted. That's not so with the WNBA. It is an incredibly harsh truth. This league was in some trouble. They weren't making money. They were downsizing arenas. Nobody's watching the final. And it has been totally subsidized. Not sort of, kind of remotely, totally subsidized by the NBA. But that's okay. That is okay. Lots of businesses have to be subsidized. Lots of businesses need a catalyst to take them from nonprofit to big profit. But never forget this. This is the Caitlin Clark effect. She may not be good enough to be on the Olympic team, but she is easily the greatest player. Without even playing half a season, she is the greatest player for business in the history of the league. And it's not close. These valuations, I'll throw it out there, will be worth 3 times this much. Okay, so right now the Indiana Fever is worth $90 million, and they've been around for years. These will triple. These will triple within 24 months. The evaluations of these teams will triple. The Las Vegas Aces will be worth somewhere in the $300 million. Think I'm crazy? Yeah. It's amazing what Beckham and Messi did to the MLS. They got that big Apple TV contract. It's amazing what a star can do. It's okay that it was subsidized by the WNBA. It's okay that it wasn't a big profit center. A lot of companies need a catalyst. But let's not kid ourselves here. Caitlin Clark is easily the greatest player in that league's history in terms of business. And the only reason these lights are on in this studio is not sports, it's business.
That was Colin Cohart giving his best take ever, I feel like, on Caitlin Clark and this Indiana Fever situation and how she's revolutionizing the WNBA as a whole. Get down in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Keep them bells on because you know I'm coming back with another one. And until next time, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out.